to my channel. Today we're talking about Barbie! I will be sharing my review and also talking about the reception for this movie so far. The second the first promo for the movie came out, I was beyond excited. This movie was an event. Everyone was talking about it. I was ready for this to be my favorite movie of the year. The verdict? I didn't like it. Now, before the movie came out, the trailers and movie clips were being released. And honestly, it made me a bit skeptical about its quality. But I was thinking positively and I wasn't gonna judge it before seeing it. If anything, I was biased in favor of the movie. I loved the Barbie movies as a kid and I really wanted to love this movie as well. Seriously, when the movie started, I had the biggest smile on my face. I was so ready for it. Unfortunately for me, I ended up disappointed and feeling lackluster. The dialogue in the beginning of the movie when they're in Barbie Land was cringy, and quite frankly, it made me feel dumb watching it. But just like I did with the promo movie clips, I waved it off by taking it as if the dialogue is something kids would have their dolls say. So surely the dialogue will get better when Barbie goes to the real world. Once again, Barbie 2, me 0. I'm genuinely asking, how can anyone say this movie has good writing? Be so for real. Now, I don't dislike this movie for the same reasons the psychos frothing at the mouth do. In fact, I didn't like it for the opposite reason. The Barbie movie wasn't feminist enough. This was like feminism light. But that's not the only reason I didn't like it. Just looking at this as a movie, I wasn't entertained. There are character-driven and plot-driven movies, and this one did neither justice. The movie was shallow. So many characters, but what growth did we really get from them? And I'm especially talking about the mom character and her daughter. Like, okay, the daughter learns that she should appreciate her mom more. So it's like, yay, that's great. But it's like so inconsequential and it's so nothing. Like, they're barely in the movie and they don't create that much of like a purpose. Like, I feel like the characters, majority of them, have nothing to do, and the script doesn't demand that they do much of anything. The emotional scenes in the movie had me like, I had been informed prior to watching this made people cry. I wasn't trying to cry or anything, but I was expecting to feel whatever everyone else was feeling. Not a single tug on the heartstrings. I already knew America Ferrera was going to have a third act monologue. Now, having seen Little Women, I was expecting a great piece of writing. And there I am, sitting in the theater right after her monologue, and all I can think is, that's it? It was very underwhelming. Sure, it's true, and I was nodding my head along to it, but there was nothing profound about it. I personally prefer the song Labor by Paris Paloma. It not only gets the point across, but it's actually good. And here is a speed run of some things that bothered me. Consistency. Barbie doesn't have knowledge that real-world people do. For example, like anxiety. Yet somehow she knows about our genitalia by name? And speaking of that, you're telling me this is the ending line of the movie? This? My literal reaction in the theater. Too quick to resolve. Why did the women automatically forgive the men after they brainwashed and subjugated them? It felt rushed and not earned. Dance sequences. Other than the first one at the Barbie dream house, I could not stand the dance sequences. They were jarring and completely silly.
Funny. Yes, but not funny, haha. Funny weird.
The one with the Kens had me thinking, what am I even doing here? Honestly, if this wasn't a Barbie movie and I didn't already have hype from the first promo image, I wouldn't have seen this movie due to the trailers and clips. Now, this isn't a flaw, but I personally would have preferred something else. The marketing for the movie implied Ken adored Barbie, and I was ready for that. Of course, the plot of the movie couldn't exist if that happened, but I would have liked seeing Ken's devotion to Barbie. It certainly isn't the norm in the real world. Now, I'm sure we all know this movie is incredibly polarizing. We've got the whiny men throwing tantrums about it. A man baby I won't bother addressing by name burned Barbie dolls in protest. but he had to give all this money to Mattel to have the dolls to burn in the first place. Oh yeah, guy, you're really sticking it to him. But there is also the complete opposite of the spectrum, the lovers of this movie. Hey, I am happy for those who enjoyed it. I wanted to be a part of the Barbie hype train too. But there have been fans that have said in response to valid critiques that they just didn't get the movie. Newsflash, this movie is not some deep and profound piece of cinema. It's not difficult to understand the movie. Some people just didn't like it. A movie is not immune to criticism just because it has a hate mob. Going back to the haters for a second though, this hysteria and rage really reminds me of the reactions men had to Black Widow. Now of course, truth be told, that movie was not good, but the vitriol being spewed had nothing to do with the movie itself, and everything to do with the fact that the superhero was female. Many women cut men out of their lives for their reactions to it. The same is happening now with Barbie. Now here is the opinion that I think everyone's gonna hate. I didn't think Ryan Gosling's performance was all that great. Seriously, what did he do on screen that has you guys so enamored by him? Now before I get into the positives, here are a few screenshots of different opinions that I think make great points. The positives. The set design is without a doubt fantastic. Margot Robbie's performance as Barbie was very endearing. I definitely will be watching more of her movies. Alan was a pretty minor character, but he was very fun to watch on screen. Props to Michael Cera. Mojo Dojo Casa House. It took me till seeing the memes after the movie to appreciate it, but it's fun. Even though I didn't like the movie, I'm not some judgmental movie watcher that won't touch another piece of someone's work just because I didn't like one movie. I enjoyed Little Women, and I intend to check out Lady Bird as well as Greta Gerwig's future projects. This one just happened to be a miss. And the biggest and most important plus of this movie was the community of it. So many women and girls dressing in pink and spending time together. It really felt like a movie culture that's becoming rare to see. So yeah, this movie wasn't the gem I thought it would be. At least I can still be happy with Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse being my favorite movie release of 2023. What did you guys think of Barbie? Love it? Hate it? Been in the middle? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching my review on Barbie. Hopefully next time I'll have more positive things to say in my next review. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, comment below, and if you liked this video and would like to see more movie content, be sure to hit that subscribe button. See you guys next time. Bye!